is it always this loud?
Is it loud?
You might have heard the buzz about Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow lately. There's been a lot of news, like the DCEU's Supergirl actress giving tips to her DC Universe replacement, and James Gunn sharing a promising update about the DCU's Superman and Supergirl movies after some VFX concerns. But on a brighter note, there's a chance that DC's new Supergirl costume could take a page from David Corenswit's Superman suit. So, let's dive into all the details about this upcoming movie. After James Gunn took over as co-CEO of DC Studios with Peter Safran, he made some big moves to shake things up, including the announcement of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow for the DC Universe. Since 2013's Man of Steel, the DCEU has struggled with tone inconsistencies and behind-the-scenes issues. The new DC Universe promises a fresh direction for the superhero franchise, and Gunn's vision includes a long-awaited Supergirl film, among other exciting projects. Supergirl might not be the most iconic DC hero, but she hasn't really had her moment in the spotlight. The 1984 movie was a critical flop and a box office disaster. Though she found some success on TV with the CW series Supergirl, which ran for 6 seasons, that was a different kind of production. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow offers a chance to finally give the character the attention she deserves and to expand the DC Universe's Chapter 1 in a meaningful way. For those who might have missed it, the latest update on Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow came on May 14, 2024. It was announced that the film is set for release on June 26, 2026, which means production is likely to ramp up soon. Fans eager for new details won't have to wait too long before we get more concrete information about the film's progress. On January 29, 2024, James Gunn confirmed that Millie Alcock had been cast as Supergirl, and Alcock expressed her excitement about stepping into the role. This followed reports that Alcock and Meg Donnelly were the top contenders for the part, with Alcock eventually landing the role. Her past performances suggest she'll bring a dynamic and compelling version of Kara Zor-El to the screen. Earlier in November 2023, James Gunn announced that Ana Nogueira would be writing the screenplay for the film. Gunn praised Nogueira's adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow, saying, "Ana is an amazing writer whose screenplay adaptation of Woman of Tomorrow is above and beyond anything I hoped it would be. We're excited to be moving forward on this unique take on Supergirl in this beautiful star-spanning tale." Nogueira was initially set to write a Supergirl script following the events of The Flash, which featured Sasha Calle's version of the character. However, that project was cancelled with the DCEU's reorganization into the DC Universe. Nogueira's involvement in Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is a promising sign, indicating that her vision for the film could be quite special. On the flip side, Sasha Calle, who played Supergirl in The Flash, recently shared her thoughts on Millie Alcock taking over as Kara Zor-El in the upcoming DC Universe film Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Calle had nothing but praise and encouragement for Alcock, who is set to be the next live-action Supergirl. In a recent interview with IndieWire, Calle's advice was straightforward. Have so much fun. You look so badass. Just fucking kill it and have fun. While Calle's portrayal of Supergirl was brief and part of a timeline altered by Barry Allen's time travel, Alcock's Supergirl will have a fresh take. Calle's Supergirl came from a reality where Kal-El never became a hero and died as a baby, thanks to Barry's meddling with time. In contrast, Alcock's Supergirl will exist alongside Superman, played by David Corenswit, and will be influenced by the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic, which Gunn has hinted will feature a darker and more intense version of the character. Furthermore, James Gunn recently gave a promising update about how VFX will be handled in the upcoming DC Universe films, including Superman and Supergirl. As the DC Universe gets closer to its official kickoff, with Creature Commando set to premiere on Max in December and the DC Universe properly launching with Gunn's Superman film in July 2025, fans are eager to see how these new projects will unfold. Gunn, who is currently in post-production for Superman, addressed concerns about VFX workers being overworked and underpaid, a hot topic in the superhero film industry. In a response on Threads, he highlighted his commitment to treating VFX artists with respect and giving them the time they need to deliver top-notch work. He stated, "If you do some research, you'll see my films have always taken a different approach. I've always given my VFX artist collaborators the time to do their jobs properly and the respect they deserve. The quality of the VFX in those films is uniformly great because of it, and because of my friends at Weta, Framestore, ILM, and more are amazingly talented. This is why we wrapped on Superman a year before release and why they've been hard at work on many shots for months before that. It's why we start heartily editing during the shoot. It's why I prepare so vigorously and why we only shoot finished screenplays. And Supergirl, which I'm not directing, is being handled the same way. I can't praise the VFX artists that help us create magic enough." Gunn's approach to VFX work emphasizes his dedication to high-quality production and respect for the creative team, setting a positive precedent for the DC Universe's future projects. While Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow might sound like a lighter movie compared to Batman the Brave and the Bold and Swamp Thing, it could turn out to be quite intense. James Gunn's comments about the film suggest that it has the potential to dive deep into darker themes. Gunn described Supergirl as someone who was raised on a rock, a chip off of Krypton, who witnessed the deaths of everyone around her in horrific ways before coming to Earth. He also mentioned that this Supergirl would be quite different from the one we're used to seeing, hinting at a more complex and possibly darker storyline. Gunn referenced comic book writer Tom King, who created the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow comic, indicating that the film will likely draw heavily from this story. Published in 2022, the comic is highly regarded and follows Supergirl as she teams up with an alien girl seeking revenge after her planet was destroyed. The comic also features a cute supernatural animal, which could mean Krypto the dog might make an appearance in the film. Although it's unlikely that Supergirl will appear in Gunn's Superman movie, there's a possibility that Superman could play a role in Woman of Tomorrow. Gunn mentioned the contrast between Superman, who was raised by loving parents from infancy, and Supergirl, suggesting that we might see some interaction between the two characters, or at least explore their differing backgrounds. Either way, this could open up exciting new dimensions for both characters and their place in the DC Universe. Lastly, it's still up in the air where Millie Alcock's Kara Zor-El will first appear in the DCU. There's been speculation that she might make her debut in Superman, which recently wrapped filming. Although James Gunn dismissed rumors that Alcock was involved in Superman during its production, he hasn't outright ruled out the possibility of Supergirl appearing in the film. If Kara does show up, we might get a first look at her costume in a post-credit scene or a surprise cameo. However, it's more likely that DC Studios will reveal Alcock's Supergirl costume through a promotional image or video, similar to how they introduced David Corenswit's Superman. Since filming for Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is expected to start before Superman hits theaters in July, DC might want to showcase Alcock's look to prevent leaks and build anticipation. The exact timing of this reveal remains uncertain, but it's something fans should keep an eye out for as production progresses. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. We'd love to hear your thoughts on the upcoming Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow movie. Do you think we'll see Kara Zor-El make an appearance in Superman first, or will DC Studios hold off until her solo film? Let us know what you think in the comments.